Welcome back to another episode of Dirty Dog Trucking on ATS. It is now Saturday morning at 10:16 a.m. We are in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We went to Alexandria, Louisiana, and I didn't see any loads that excited me there. And everything was like 20, 30, 40, 50 hours long, and I didn't want to do one of those. So I bounced back down to Baton Rouge, which bouncing means I teleported. And then I took a 10-hour break at the garage that we bought off camera. And I noticed something in the garage. You know what? At the Tallahassee garage, we could do repairs. That's the only garage that I've seen that has that. None of the other garages have that, either on the paid mod or the unpaid mod, coast to coast. So I don't know if that was something that they did intentionally or if somebody just put that in there thinking it was another garage. But I think it would be a great idea to have that at every garage. So you don't have to go to a repair shop to get things done to your truck, because that's why we have garages. Trucking companies have garages so they can do their own work. They can change their own tires. They can modify their trucks. They can do their own stuff. They don't have to go and pay somebody else to do it. But anyway, it's just a game, but I'm just saying that it would be great to have that. Now, we are in Baton Rouge, and I saw a load on here going to Fort Worth, Texas, which is the shortest load. We're going to haul empty, apparently, wine bottles from Baton Rouge up to Fort Worth, Texas, which is a rather short trip, a good video size, 8 hours and 15 minutes. So let's get on that. Maybe we'll be going through Alexandria again. We'll be going, I don't know if we're going to Shreveport, if we're going by Shreveport, but there's also Natchitoches. Okay. And now that would be Chopin if you were into classical music, but I don't know if they call it Chopin. But in classical music, that would be pronounced Chopin. And then we're going to go through Tyler, Texas, Dallas, Texas, and Fort Worth, Texas. So hopefully we'll discover some more cities today. We could go to Fort Smith, Arkansas, where we've been before, and we do have a garage there. That would be 10 hours and 12 minutes, but we've already been there. So let's go to Dallas, or Fort Worth. It's actually Dallas, Fort Worth, because they're next to each other. In the game, they appear to be a little bit further apart than they might be in real life. But let's go pick up this load and take it to Fort Worth of empty bottles, wine bottles. So I don't know if there's a lot of people drinking wine in Baton Rouge that they have these empty bottles that they've going to take to Fort Worth and recycle. I don't know. I haven't been to Baton Rouge. I don't know what they drink down there. But apparently they drink a lot of wine because they have all these empty bottles, right? So again, we are
Okay,
at,
here we go.
oh, we're just going to cross the street. Well, good night, nurse. Isn't that great? Isn't that nice? It's going right across the street to pick them up. And we're going right across the street. Let me get my mirrors back here. Get my mirrors. I think I just messed up, maybe. Did I? Did I? No, we made it. Okay. Took my finger off the control there, and if you, as long as this truck is, you really have to plan that right to come out of the garage, or you're going to hit the fence or the pole. Kind of like that. Oh, good, we missed it. Now, look at that. We can't get fuel here. Wow. We cannot buy fuel here. Well, let me try this while we're here. We should be able to pull over there and get fuel. But I don't see the green flashy thing. We're going to pull over there and see, because that might be another error in the game. We're just going to cross streets. I think we're okay. Yeah, you can't buy fuel here. We've got fuel pumps. Oh, we can. It's just the green thing's missing. Okay. Okay. We're good. We can still buy fuel. I just wanted to check. Want to make sure. Because they missed the green flashy thing that you have to hit to get fuel. Okay, boys and girls, we're just going across the street here, actually, so we're okay. We're not going, at least, hopefully we won't be late. Okay. We have to get situated here so we can get out the driveway, because this is a very tricky thing to get this big truck in and out of places, I can tell you. It is a job. You really have to go straight ahead here. And then you get to here, and then you turn right. very sharp right, and hopefully you'll be straight enough. Oh, you got to go forward, not backwards. Let's go forward. Oh, my fingers are not working on this Sunday morning. It's actually Sunday morning, real life. I just went shopping. Maybe that's why. I'll blame it on the grocery bags. You know how when you carry too many grocery bags, your fingers get sore? Yeah, I'll blame it on that, even though I only got 2 bags. But you didn't know that till I told you. So I could have blamed it on the bags. Anyway, let's,
Turn right.
okay. Had to go really wide there not to hit the wall coming out. Okay, we're almost there, folks.
Get ready to turn left.
I like this.
Turn left.
We're right there where all the action is. There's a Napa Auto Parts store. That's cool.
Here we are, safe and sound.
I believe it's going to be over here to the right or to the left. This is one of those tricky ones that, okay, take the job.
Ready to roll.
And our trailer, yeah, our trailer's over here to the left. And it's that tricky one that we have trouble getting out. And we're going to have trouble getting to it. Okay, we have to back up and do this again. It's a little different when you have the big truck than it is with a smaller truck, obviously. It's kind of the difference between driving a car or driving a pickup. You know, you have to allow for more space. It's a little more tricky to drive the big boy. Okay. Where the trailer? I don't see it. I don't see it blinking up here. Is that it? It's just not blinking? Did they forget to blink? Or is it? I don't know. Oh, it's the other trailer. Okay. Okay. I see it back in there. Okay, boys and girls, we got it. Okay, now we go to this camera so we can see where we're going. Much easier for me this way. This is the tricky one to get out because we have to really... Oh, this is it. Well, maybe not. Maybe we can hit from the side. You know, I did this before and I tried to get it from straight on, but I think we might be able to hit this from the side a little. When we hit the building there. Let me hit it this way. We'll be okay. I love this overhead thing. Oh my gosh. That is so nice.
Time to get the job done.
I was going before by the mirrors and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Okay, now we have to hug this building over here because we really have to go wide when we get out of here. Have to make a U-turn. Watch our wheels back there. We don't hit anything. Awfully close. Awfully close, but I think we got it. Okay. Now we have to make a wide U-turn or we have to go to the backyard and do this. And I've done this before and it is extremely difficult to get out of this place. Okay, let's turn our wheel. I remember doing this before and it was not fun, boys and girls. Okay. Almost have to jackknife to get it out of here. And you know, Trucker Clay and I had talked about this, and we mentioned it before on the channel, that they do this in real life. They do make places like this in real life. Boys and girls, it's not unheard of that they make places that are difficult for trucks to get in and out of. And it really makes no sense because they depend on these trucks to bring them their stuff that they sell or whatever they're doing with it, and they make it so difficult for the trucks to get in and out. Okay, I think we got it here. Okay, that's just a very difficult place to get in and out of. I've learned how to do that over the times I've been to Walbert's. I think it was actually Walmart, but I don't know. They changed the names again, and I don't remember what the old store name was. I know Eddie's is Walgreens. I think this is Walmart and Walbert's. Okay, we're good on this one because we're going to go to the left. We don't have to worry about that wide turn to the right. So we could go this way. We could be okay. We can go straight out this way. And we can check the road this way. I know there's a FedEx truck coming there. Okay.
Turn left.
I love when the GPS tells you when you're in the middle of
Get
the
ready
street
to
before you
turn left.
I love that.
Turn
Not
left.
really. I don't love it. I don't know what road we're going to be taking here. I think we're going to go right up 49, I believe it was. Isn't that where we... Yeah, because 16 was the wrong turn. Yeah, 16 was not the highway we wanted to be on. Okay, let's get him out of the way, or her out of the way. Now we can go. Hopefully nobody's coming. They do that. You look and then you pull out and somebody's right there. So we're going to stay in this lane. We're going to turn right up here according to GPS. But GPS isn't always right, is it? It told us to turn right on 16 and we had to go up to 49. So
Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right.
New Orleans. I would love to go to New Orleans in real life. But that would be a blast. Okay, I'm going to stop here at the light. I'm going to get me a drink in real life because my throat is killing me today. Too much talking the last couple of days doing videos. I'm not going to turn right because I don't know the law in Louisiana. And I don't like to hear that siren. And they will give me a ticket. So we'll just wait. Okay, we're going to get on the 10, like I'm in California. We're going to get on I-10, and then we're going to come across, I think, to 49. We've been on this road before. I think this is the one we took coming over to Alexandria. So we've been on this highway part of it before. See where it's already yellow? We've been on this part. We go up here to 49 and turn right and go up 49 to Shreveport. When we get to Shreveport, we turn left on I-40. I believe it's 40. Or is it 20? I think it's 20. We turn across 20 and go to Fort Worth. So there's only three roads we're going to be on now. 3 highways. And then when we get there, I don't know where they're going to send us when we get there. I've never been here before. And we're going to discover a new state and hopefully 3 or 4 more cities. Now, I thought there was a garage that I could have bought in Alexandria, but there was not. So we did buy a garage in Baton Rouge. Let me slow down here. I'm going crazy here. And we did buy a garage in Baton Rouge, and we bought a garage in Mobile, Alabama, and Pensacola. Well, I mean, pay attention where I'm going here. $15 more drivers, 15 more trucks for those drivers to drive. And so our money's racking back up again because I was down to 138 million last night. We're back up to 142 million. I don't know how much we're making per day now. We were at $1,387,000, I think it was before. And then I've bought a lot of garages since then, so we should have more money coming in. But it depends on where the trucks are and when they deliver. Sometimes if they take a 50-hour run, you're not going to get that money for a few days. The good thing is we don't have to worry about billing. We don't have to worry about collections because as soon as they deliver, that money hits the bank. So we don't have to worry about hiring an accountant and people to chase after the money. And we don't have to worry about factoring. Factoring, there you go. People who don't know what factoring is. Factoring is where you have an income, and it could be in trucking, it could be any type of sales, any type of income actually. And factoring is generally where you have a steady flow of income. Say you finance something, and you can factor that note, meaning that you can sell it to somebody else at a discount, but that's how they make money. And then they wait on the people to pay. But you get your money right away minus whatever the discount is. That's what factoring is, boys and girls, just so you know. And I have done some of that in my life, so I know what that is. I actually have a well-rounded life. There's a lot of things I've done that are just bizarre. I mean, when you think about other people and things they've done and haven't done, I have a rather
Stay right,
well-rounded
and
life.
then exit right.
I've done a lot of different things in my life, which is good. I'm not complaining about that at all. It's always good to have
Exit right.
different experiences, right? Let's see if we can keep this on the road up here, at least between the ditches, as they say. Kind of like straddling over that median thing there, but that's okay. See, I don't like this where you just come out into traffic and you don't have a chance to see who's back there. But I sure don't want to stop and start off at zero and have to get back up to speed. That's a pain in the other side of my lap. So, anyhow, speed limit is 75 on 49 here, not 49 on 75. I'm going to move over a little bit, even though it's a little bit early because there's a car creeping up there. We don't want to exit. Well, we want him to move too, so I want them to get out of our way. We don't want to be too close to them. I want to move over to get that car to stop back there. Well, what's this all about here? What we got going on here? Well, what's going on here? Oh, we're letting cars out. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, well, we'll let them out. We'll go over to the other lane. We'll go right on by. That's what that truck should have done too, but they didn't. They, for some reason, decided they were going to stop and hold everybody up. But that's what they do, folks. I mean, I've seen that several times. We should have probably got some fuel at Baton Rouge. We have enough fuel. We're good. We'll probably end up buying a garage in Fort Worth if one's available. Again, my goal in the game is to buy garages where the cities we've discovered so that we can pick up loads there in the future. We can teleport in if we have to. Or if we go there, we'll have a place to go sleep, buy fuel a little bit cheaper. You know, it's kind of trying to keep this as realistic as I can. And I know trucking companies have shops and garages all over. Um, and sometimes they just have switching yards. They have drop yards, they call them, where you can drop your trailer and another driver can go by and pick it up. Where they store your trailer until another driver comes in and pick it up. Those are probably privately owned, and they have several different companies they do that for, so that companies don't have to have places to put their trailers when they don't have use for them. Trucking Company of the United States. Now, if you look up Trucking Company of the United States and you look at how many trucks they have, how many drivers they have, how many trailers they have, those three important factors for hauling freight, right? Most trucking companies have more trucks than they do drivers. And they have probably 4 times as many trailers as they have trucks. Now, why would they do that? Well, because sometimes you drop a truck or drop a trailer at a shipper at a customer's place, and they may take a couple days to fill that trailer. You don't want to have drivers sitting around for 2 days waiting for your trailer to be full so you can haul it. So what they do is they do something called drop and hook. Drop and hook is where you drop your trailer, an empty trailer, not necessarily, it could be a full trailer. You drop a trailer, generally it's an empty trailer, but not always. And then you pick up another trailer that's loaded, and you take that trailer. Or there are times when you will pick up a loaded trailer, or you'll pick up an empty trailer. Sometimes it'll be empty and you just pick it up and drop off a full one, pick up an empty one. That way you can go do what you need to do, the driver, not you, but the driver, and you're not sitting around waiting to be loaded and unloaded. So that's why they do that, to make better use of your time as a driver, because no one makes money when you're sitting and waiting. You make your money hauling freight. So because you make your money hauling freight, they want you to be
Go
moving.
straight.
They want you to be moving. They don't want you to be sitting. They don't want you to be sitting still too long. You don't make money doing that. The driver doesn't make money. Now, there are times with retention pay or detention pay, you can get paid for sitting. But most drivers would rather be driving than sitting still. And retention pay is generally because you're detained because they didn't get you unloaded in time, or they don't have your load ready in time. And sometimes they'll negotiate a fee with the shipper to pay you extra for sitting there waiting for it, rather than say, you know what, you weren't ready, I'm out of here, I'll go get something else. And then they don't have a driver or a truck, and so they would rather pay you to wait than to see you leave and go get something else. So that's where that comes in. And that's in real life. In the game, we don't have any of that. I do not own any trailers, and not sure that I'm going to own any trailers. And the reason for that is because it really limits what you can haul. In the game, we're just owning a tractor. We do what they call power only. Power only means we haul your trailer with my truck, or we haul a customer's trailer with my truck. That way, if we get a load of lumber on a flatbed, and we can haul it. We can't haul it, a load of lumber, if we have a van. It's not as easy. Can't haul fuel or propane or ethanol on a flatbed. That's a tanker truck, tanker trailer. So that would limit the loads that we could take if we had a trailer. So I'm not buying any trailers for that reason. It doesn't make any sense. It's economically, it doesn't make sense. Now, if we had customers, if we're a real trucking company, yes, we would buy trailers and we would have them spotted at their yards and all of that. There's Natchitoches, whatever it is. I did know somebody that taught school there at one time. Taught school for the deaf. He was actually he would go to school with a deaf person, and whatever the teacher or somebody said, he would sign language it to the student, so that he could help them understand what was being said. Pretty cool job. So, like I said, I've been around, folks. I've been around. I know a lot of people. One of the things I want to do with Peterbilt 352 RV, which is my other channel for those of you that don't know. And if you don't know, it's because you haven't watched any of my other videos, because I say about it in the video. But one of the things I want to do is go around and visit all the people I know that I've met in my life, and go say hi and, hang out for a day, and not stay forever. Some places longer than others. Maybe just stop by, have lunch with somebody, and move on. Or maybe, spend the night, spend the weekend, whatever. That's why the RV is fully self-contained. I can stay as long as I want or leave when I want. That's one of the things I want to do. That's one of the important things that I want to do with the RV. And in doing so, I could probably go to 48 states and Alaska and Hawaii. But I don't know how you get to, well, I guess you could put I was going to say, I don't know how you get the RV over to Hawaii, but they have them over there, so apparently you can get it there. So how much money do you want to spend doing that? I know you can go to Alaska either by driving through Canada or taking the ferry. You can put your RV on a ferry and ride up the Alaska, on the Alaskan ferry, which would be kind of cool. It'd be like a 4-day cruise, I think 4 or 5 days. And it'd be like going on a cruise. You do have a stateroom. You can't stay in the RV, which is sad. I mean, it would be nice if they let you stay in the RV, but they say the Coast Guard will not let you stay in the RV. So you get a stateroom, which is a bed. I think there might be a table. and some have bathrooms, some do not.
Stay right, and then exit right.
Of course, that all costs money. They're not letting you ride that ferry for free. Now in North Carolina, I know that you can go
Exit
out
right.
to the Outer Banks. You can go to the Outer Banks and ride a ferry over to Ocracoke Island.
Go straight.
And depending on which ferry you take, how much it costs. If you go from the south, for instance, it costs $45 with the RV each way. If you go from the north, it is free at this time. I don't know if they're going to change that, if they're going to go up on the rates, or if they're going to charge anything for that later, or what. I don't know. But right now, it is those are the rates. So, and I know that there are some ferries that you pay a dear price for. I know we've ridden the I don't know if we've ridden the ferry over in Washington State in this game. I know there is one, and I think there is a fee for that, but I don't know what it is. There is a ferry up around Port Angeles, back over towards, I believe, Seattle, Bellingham, somewhere over in that area. I've also been through some tolls on this game, and that's what the toll thing that we used to have on the windshield. I don't know what happened to it. There used to be a blue thing on the windshield. It might still be up there somewhere, but should be something on the windshield for the transponder. Okay, we're in Texas, folks. So we must have bypassed Shreveport. Okay, we must have bypassed Shreveport. We're in Texas now. So we didn't pick up Shreveport on this trip. But the transponder, when you go through the toll, it automatically picks up on it and deducts it from a prepaid account. I have one of those in my personal car in real life, and I'm getting one for the RV. Now, the thing with the tolls, that's a little tricky, because you do get a discount for using the transponder as opposed to paying cash at the toll booth. But most of your transponders only work on certain networks. For instance, there's Easy Pass, there's Sun Pass, there's Peach Pass, which Sun Pass is Florida, Peach Pass is Georgia, Easy Pass is several states that have come together and worked on that one. There are other passes across the country. Sometimes you have a toll at a bridge. I know going into Canada and coming out of Canada, you have to pay a toll, an entrance toll or an exit toll. I'm not sure which it is. But it doesn't, like if you have an Easy Pass, for instance, it doesn't work on Sun Pass. But they do have one for RVs that works on most all of the passes. So it gets complicated when you're traveling. When you travel a lot and you go through several states with different tolls, different systems, you can run into a problem with your toll with the transponder. Not a real problem. You just have to stop and pay cash. But if you're traveling and you don't have cash or enough cash, then you can get in a bind with it. And I understand that. I don't carry a lot of cash. Too easy to be robbed or lose it. Well, hopefully we can get Walmart to get on down the road here. So I don't carry a lot of cash when I travel, or even anytime really. I bet I don't have $10 in my house total. So I just don't carry cash. I get cash, it goes in the bank. So I know when you travel, you have to have some cash because there are times when you need cash. But even then, you can stop and get a cash advance on your fuel card, or you can use ATM to get money for whatever needs you have. So it's not always a big problem. Used to be you had to carry cash back before the debit cards and credit cards all took over the world. But now, Uh, everything's plastic. Everything's plastic. Government doesn't have to print as much money or circulate as much money. I think they still print it, doesn't have to circulate. So that, oh, Tyler discovered, okay. We're getting there, folks. The next city should be Dallas, I believe. And then after that is Fort Worth. It's actually, in the United States, and I don't know if you're in the States now, we call it Dallas Fort Worth. Even the airport's called DFW, Dallas Fort Worth. So they should be pretty close together, but on the map on this game, they look like they're a little bit further apart. And it could be, you know, that they are a little bit further apart. I don't know. Dallas is a pretty big city. So, I don't know. But anyhow, they do have the RV pass for the tolls. That's what I was getting to before I went off track there. And, you know, having looked into full-time living in the RV, which is not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to live full-time. I am going to travel. And it's going to be like living full-time because I'm going to be gone and do some serious traveling in it, I hope. And as such, you need to know where you're going to stay and where you're going to buy fuel and how you're going to buy fuel and how you pay for your tolls and how do you get groceries and all those things. You know, things we take for granted in real life. And, you know, when you're out on the road like that, you have to figure out new ways to do things. So I've been watching a lot of RV videos, people that live full-time in the RV. And there are several really good people, fun people that are living in RVs. It's not a bad thing to live in an RV or a van or whatever. These people here too. So, you know, it used to be if you lived in your car or you lived in a van, it was, you know, there was a certain stigma that came with that. But that's not always true. People sometimes do it just because they want to. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have a car and you can't afford rent, you can't afford your house. You live in your car. But that's not always the case.
Stay left.
That's not always the case, folks. Let's not hit that. Oh, it's rubbernecking. Rubbernecking, by the way, is where you see an accident, you jerk your neck real quick to look over and see what's going on. And you stop the car. And it's called rubbernecking. A lot of accidents that way. We're in Dallas, so we should be coming into Fort Worth here in about 35 minutes. Now, I have been to Dallas, Texas, a very long time ago. Not that long ago that it wasn't Texas, but a long time ago. I was in Dallas. Passed through, actually. I believe I was in Dallas. I think I was. I don't know. I have to check the map. I know I've been in 31 states. I'm not sure where we cut off to go north. I was going back to Ohio at the time. I'm not sure where they cut that off, where we came into Dallas or we were in Oklahoma City. I know we were in St. Louis, so I don't know if we were in Dallas. If I was, it was when I was flying.
Stay left.
And landed at the airport, maybe. But I don't really count that as being in the state, but I guess it counts. I was in the state, right? Not sure. I think I have been to Dallas, though. But I didn't spend a lot of time there if I was. Either passing through on a bus or flying. But Texas also has white lines with white roads. Okay. Thanks for sharing that with us, Texas. Texas is a very large state. It's not the largest state, by the way. I think Alaska is actually the largest state. Oh, we discovered Fort Worth. Okay, we're going to move over because up here we'll probably be getting off the exit somewhere. A lot of people thought that Texas was the largest state, but I've read that actually Alaska has more land than Texas. But I'm not sure. I'll look that one up. I don't want to say something that's not right, but I think I read that somewhere. A number of people is not Texas, but they have a lot of land. I mean, you could drive all day and not get it all the way across Texas. But it is a big state. But you drive and drive and drive between
Stay
states.
right, and then exit right.
Okay. I knew we were going to do that.
Exit right.
I knew we were going to be exiting up here.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
What is that? What the heck is that in the middle of the road? What the heck was that? What in the world was that, folks? Did you see that? I'm going to have to check that on editing and see what that was. Not sure what that's supposed to be. Wow. Like in the middle of the road. Didn't know if I could go through it or not. I think it's a marker showing the height of the bridge. But wow. In the middle of the road. Usually they put that on the bridge or next to the road. Well, there you go. There's a place to deliver freight. And this is what I remember about Texas. I was in Texas, but I'm not sure if I was in Dallas. But I remember big open fields like this. Farmers, ranchers have thousands of acres. They don't buy an acre out there. They buy
Get
thousands
ready to
and
turn
thousands.
left.
They buy a lot of acreage, folks.
Turn left.
And we have to stop and turn the wheel, remember, because we go too fast. We're not going to get there. We're going to break all these bottles. And then people in Baton Rouge won't have anything to drink. And they send them back down there full.
It's all over now.
Yes, it is. We did another one. We have dropped off another one, folks. Okay. Oh, yeah, that one. I think we're just going to leave it here. We're going to let them do that. I've had that one before, and that's a difficult one. Okay, folks, are we going to pick up another level? We are. Good Lord, we finally got another level. 398 miles, 54 gallons of fuel. That's about right. About 6. That looks like about 6 miles per gallon. Little greater. That's about right. I had one before that just didn't make any sense. I mean, it was like way up there. But anyhow, see what they got coming out of here just real quick. Looks like you've gained valuable experience. Okay. Well, the only thing we have, well, we could take explosives. Take another explosives one, and we do just-in-time delivery, which we've totally screwed up the last time. We've had one, and we were so late they took $16,000 from us. Well, Lord, here's one going up to Charlotte, and one going back home to Reading. Wow, that's all they got coming out of here, and that's a 19-hour drive. Well, I don't know. For right now, though, we're going to call it a video. It's 40 minutes. That's long enough, and we will see you on the next one. Appreciate you riding along, and remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my other channel, Peterbilt 352 RV. Like, share, and subscribe over there. I need some attention over there. This channel seems to have more subscribers than that channel. We have more views on this channel. which is good, but I need them over there too. So if you hook me up over there, I'd appreciate it. And we will see you on the next one. See you when we see you.